Hi everybody, how do you like the look of this aircraft here? It's a Lockheed SR-71B Blackbird. Amazing machine. It flew at a height, it's no longer in operation, but it flew at a height of over 21 kilometers. Just to put that into perspective, a Boeing 747 back in the day cruised at about 10 kilometers, so twice the height of a Boeing 747. The other interesting fact is it had a top speed, the Blackbird, of over 3,500 kilometers an hour. Just to put that into perspective, if you were to get into the Blackbird and burn it up to its top speed, you get to LA in about 3.5 hours from Sydney. So from Sydney to Los Angeles, sure, there's some debate as to how quickly you'd get there because of takeoff and landing, etc., etc. But 3,500 kilometers an hour. LA's 12,000 kilometers. You could definitely do it in under 4 hours. Phenomenal stuff, right? No other aircraft was faster than this one here. All right, so why do I bring this up? Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hop into VectorVest for the United States, so VectorVest US. And I'm going to have a look at Lockheed Martin as a company. So here I am, I've clicked on the Viewers tab here, and now I'm going to click on Stock Viewer. And within Stock Viewer here, I can simply type in the letters of the company I'm after, right? So I don't know the ticker code, I simply just type in a couple of letters, and there we are. So I type in Lockheed, and it says, is this the one you want? Lockheed Martin. Yep, that's the one. All right, LMT is the ticker code. Now let's do this. Let's graph the select stock. So I'm going to bring up the graph, and let's bring this back at least, say, 10 years. It's the last 10 years. Look at this, and I'll clean up all of this over here. So we're just simply going to look at the price and the earnings profile. This is not a standard EPS. It includes a bit of forecast in there as well. So it's looking at historic, current, and builds-in forecast as well. And look at this, how powerful those earnings on Lockheed have been, along with the share price. Right, so the makers of that phenomenal bit of aircraft. Here is its share price, and if I pull it back all the way back 24 odd years in time, look at this, it's gone up quite a bit, so you see here $31 back there in 1995, and it's now, the current share price here it's over $370 odd currently. All right, the trick here is to find stocks that are consistently growing their earnings year in and year out. Here's something else that's really interesting. If I close this out, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on Lockheed Martin. So I'll double click, and what this will do now is it will bring back all of the stocks associated in the industry that Lockheed Martin is in. So Lockheed Martin here is in the aerospace and defense industry and aerospace and defense sector. You can see all the aerospace companies, and this is really interesting because in Australia we don't have an aerospace sector that we can invest into, but by using VectorVest we can identify these great stocks around the world. And in this example, the United States aerospace industry, here they all are. Now let's go back a fair bit in time and see which companies have been around for at least, let's say, the last 20 odd years. So to do that, I'm going to click on this quick test button, the drop down here. I'll click on quick test all, and then I'm going to go and load up the dates. All right, so I'm going to click on the date box here in VectorVest, and I'm going to bring it back. Let's go back as far as we can go. All right, so I'll click on the date there, and we'll go back all the way to 1995. Here we go, 2nd of June 1995. Run the test. You'll see back in 1995, here are 4 of those aerospace companies that were around as of 1995. So they stood the test of time, and they're currently still being traded. And look at this, if I look at the percentage price change, look how phenomenal these returns are. GD, NOC, LMT, BA, these are all of the ticker codes associated with those US listed companies. And there's Lockheed Martin, look at that, a phenomenal 1,158%. Right, all of these companies here have been over 1,000%. Now let's do this, let's go and quick test all again. So I'll do one last test. This time round, let's do this. Let's change the date. I'll change that as of the start of 2000. Okay, so I'll go back to 2000. Here we go. So I'll go back just a little bit here in time, back to 2000, January the 3rd. Here we go. And I'll click on Run Test. Look at that. And percentage price change, look at that. So since 2000, Lockheed Martin is in top place in terms of the returns. Look at that. 1700 odd percent in returns, annualized over 88% returns. All right, so the power of VectorVest at your fingertips. You know, I was looking at, you know, let's bring it up again, an aircraft picture the other day, and I came across the Blackbird, and I remember as a kid I loved this aircraft, and I thought, hang on, who makes it? And then I went in and I researched, okay, Lockheed Martin, yes, I've heard of that name. Came to VectorVest, typed in Lockheed Martin, and then noted, okay, it's you know, it's an Aerospace and Defence stock, and then, you know, double click again, and now I can find all of the aerospace stocks, and really interesting to see there that a couple of them have had 1,000+% returns a year over the last 2 decades. Phenomenal stuff. Thank you, VectorVest. You make it quick and easy for me to do my research. Hope you got a lot out of this short presentation. Bye for now.